For more than a decade, the smartphone has been the center of modern life. It wakes us up, it guides us through cities, it holds our memories, our messages, our money, our maps, our work, and sometimes our entire attention span. The smartphone did not just become a device, it became a habit. But every major technology shift begins with one quiet question. What comes next? And the answer may not be a better phone. It may be something you wear. AI smart glasses are not just trying to put a small screen in front of your eyes. They are trying to change the way humans interact with technology. Instead of pulling a phone out of your pocket, unlocking it, opening an app, typing a question, or scrolling through a screen, you may simply look at the world and ask. The smartphone put the internet in your pocket. AI smart glasses may put it in your line of sight. And that changes everything. Because this is not only a story about a new gadget, it is a story about convenience, attention, privacy, and the future of how we live with artificial intelligence. The next great device may not be the one you hold, it may be the one you wear. When the smartphone arrived, it did something extraordinary. It combined many separate tools into one object. A camera, a map, a music player, a wallet, a notebook, a search engine, a messaging device, a television, a personal assistant, all inside a rectangle of glass. And because it was always with us, it became the default tool for almost everything. Need directions? Pull out your phone. Need to translate something? Pull out your phone. Need to check the weather, reply to a message, scan a QR code, book a ride, take a photo, record a thought, or search for an answer. Pull out your phone. The phone became powerful because it was close. But that closeness also created a strange problem. To use it, we often have to disconnect from the moment in front of us. We look down, we tap, we scroll, we search, we move from the real world into the screen, and sometimes the phone does not feel like a tool we use, it feels like a place we disappear into. The modern smartphone is incredibly advanced, but as an interface, it still asks a lot from us. It needs our hands, it needs our eyes, it needs our attention. And most of the time, it waits for instructions. You open an app, you type a prompt, you tap a button, you take a photo, you search for what you need. Even AI on a phone usually works this way. It waits for you to tell it what matters. But real life does not happen inside an app. Real life happens while you are walking through an airport, standing in a supermarket, cooking dinner, sitting in a meeting, exploring a city, fixing something at home, or trying to understand what someone just said in another language. In those moments, the phone is useful, but it is also slightly awkward. You have to stop what you are doing. You have to look away. You have to hold a device between yourself and the world. AI smart glasses promise a different relationship. They do not wait in your pocket. They sit where your attention already is, in your line of sight. And that is why this category could become so important. Because the next evolution of AI may not be about smarter apps. It may be about AI that understands context. The real breakthrough of AI smart glasses is not simply that they can answer questions. A phone can already answer questions. The breakthrough is that smart glasses can understand the moment you are in. They can see what you see. They can hear what you hear. They can respond through voice. They can guide you without needing your hands. And eventually, they may be able to place digital information directly into the real world around you. Imagine walking through a foreign city. You see a street sign you cannot read. Instead of stopping, opening a translation app, pointing your camera, waiting for the text to process, and then reading the result, your glasses simply translate it for you. Imagine cooking a new recipe. Your hands are covered in flour. Instead of touching your phone, you ask the glasses, what step comes next? Imagine standing in a shop, looking at two products. Your glasses summarize the difference, check the ingredients, compare the price, or remind you which one you bought last time. Imagine being in a meeting. Instead of trying to write every point, your glasses help capture keynotes, action items, and reminders. Imagine traveling. Directions appear while you walk without forcing you to stare at a map. That is the real promise. Less friction, less screen time, less looking down, more assistance in the flow of life. The phone is smart, but smart glasses may give AI something phones never fully had, your point of view. For years, technology has trained us to open apps. One app for messages, one app for maps, one app for notes, one app for photos, one app for shopping, one app for payments, one app for search. But AI may slowly change that. The future may not be about opening 10 different apps. It may be about asking one intelligent assistant to act across them. Instead of thinking, which app do I need? You may simply say, remind me to reply to this later, summarize what I'm looking at, translate this menu, send this photo to my team, find the nearest entrance, tell me what this warning sign means. And if that assistant can also see what you see, the interaction becomes much more powerful. This is why smart glasses are not just another wearable. They are a possible bridge between AI and the physical world. They could turn your surroundings into the interface. A menu becomes searchable, a product becomes comparable, a street becomes navigable, a conversation becomes translatable, a whiteboard becomes notes, a poster becomes a calendar event. The world itself becomes something AI can help you understand. And this is where the idea becomes bigger than glasses. It becomes a shift from screen-based technology to context-based technology. Whenever a new interface appears, the stakes are enormous. The smartphone did not just create a new device category, it reshaped entire industries. It changed advertising, it changed shopping, it changed transportation, it changed photography, it changed banking, it changed communication, and it gave enormous power to the companies that controlled the operating systems, app stores, cameras, maps, payment systems, and user attention. So when people talk about smart glasses, they are not only talking about a gadget, they are talking about the next possible gateway, the next interface, the next platform. If AI becomes something you wear, then the company behind that device may control far more than a screen. It may control your assistant, your notifications, your visual search, your voice commands, your maps, your camera, your daily habits, and eventually maybe even the digital layer that appears over the real world. This is why the race matters. Because whoever wins the smart glasses race may not just own the next screen, they may own the next way people interact with the world. That sounds dramatic, but history has shown us something important. The device that becomes the default interface often becomes the center of the ecosystem. The personal computer did it, the smartphone did it, and now AI wearables may be trying to do it again. But there is another side to this story, and it cannot be ignored. The same features that make AI smart glasses powerful also make them uncomfortable. A phone camera is obvious. When someone pulls out a phone and points it at something, people usually notice. But glasses are different. They sit on the face. They can look like normal eyewear. They can record from the wearer's point of view. And that creates a much more complicated privacy question. Because with smart glasses, privacy is not only about the person wearing them. It is also about everyone around them. People in a cafe, people in a meeting, people walking on the street, people sitting nearby. If glasses can see and hear the world, then public spaces may start to feel different. Who is recording? What is being analyzed? Where is the data going? Can people consent if they do not even know they are part of the interaction? And as AI becomes more advanced, the concern becomes deeper. It is not just about capturing video. It is about interpretation, recognition, context, behavior, patterns. The question is not only, can this device record? The question is, what can this device understand? That is why AI smart glasses are both exciting and controversial. They promise to make technology more helpful, but they also make technology more intimate. And when technology becomes intimate, trust becomes everything. People will want clear signals, clear controls, clear privacy rules, clear boundaries. Because without trust, even the most impressive gadget can feel invasive. So, will AI smart glasses actually replace your phone? The honest answer is probably not immediately. Phones are still too useful. They have large screens. They are better for watching videos, editing documents, reading long articles, managing complex apps, gaming, shopping, and doing detailed work. There are many things a phone still does better, but replacement does not always happen overnight. Sometimes it happens quietly. A new device does not need to replace everything at once. It only needs to replace enough daily habits. Smartwatches did not replace phones, but they changed how people check notifications, track health, answer quick calls, and monitor daily activity. Wireless earbuds did not replace phones either, but they changed how people listen, speak, and interact with voice assistants. AI smart glasses may follow a similar path. They may not replace the phone as a full device, but they could replace many phone moments, the small moments, the quick moments, the moments when you only need a direction, a reminder, a translation, an answer, a photo, or a short message. And those moments matter Because the future of technology is not always about doing everything. Sometimes it is about removing friction from the things we do most often. So the better question may not be, will smart glasses kill the smartphone? The better question is, how much of the smartphone experience can move away from the screen? If enough of it moves, the phone may slowly become less central, still important, still powerful, but no longer the first thing we reach for. Every major technology shift begins as something optional. At first, it looks unusual, then it becomes useful, then it becomes normal, and eventually it becomes hard to imagine life without it. The smartphone once followed that path. AI smart glasses may be trying to follow it next. Maybe they will replace the phone. Maybe they will simply change how often we need it. But one thing is clear: the next great device may not be the one you hold. It may be the one that quietly watches the world with you. And if that future arrives, the biggest question will not only be what AI can do, it will be what we are willing to let it see. If you enjoy calm, curious stories about technology, luxury, culture, and the hidden ideas shaping our world, subscribe to Curio Hush. More quiet curiosities are coming next.